Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and of course, good morning. How is it going, my friends? How are we doing today? It's Wednesday, I think, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. So normally I have D&D on a Monday, but yesterday we had it on a Tuesday, and so it's kind of thrown my days of the week off a little bit because, now I'm thinking yesterday was Monday because normally that's when we play D&D. It's not. Hello everyone. We're playing more Satisfactory today. In fact, let's get into it. Let's bring this music down. Let's bring this music down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're playing more Satisfactory today. I'm going to make sure that I press this button today and not forget like I did yesterday because that was pretty dumb. Yeah, so we're playing more Satisfactory today. So yeah, we realised at the end of yesterday's session that for whatever reason our nuclear facility was not generating power anymore, and I'm not entirely sure why. I imagine it's probably a build-up of sulfur that's being sent there, and I think that's probably what the problem is that we've got too much sulfur and it's blocking everything up, and therefore the stators and the encased beams are not getting through. That's probably what the problem is, because we keep having this problem with the sulfur. That's probably what the issue is. As you can see, this is all sulfur. There's not a single like stator or anything on this line. So that's probably what the problem is. But we're going to go to the other side and just check it out. This stream is satisfactory. Thank you very much. Hi Pip, how you doing? How you doing? I hope you're well. I don't know if you were here yesterday and saw the new factory tour. I don't know if you were here, but we've basically gutted what was over there, for the most part at least. And we are in the process of redesigning, potentially. You made yourself ill worrying about me. It happens. Yeah. And I imagine that you didn't really need to worry about it, did you, after you did it? I bet you were like, what was all the fuss about? Because that's what happens. You smashed it. Yeah. But that's what people do. People are like, get worried about the tiniest of things, and quite often those things are not as worrisome, I guess, as people make them out to be. I believe that's human nature. So yeah, but I'm glad you're doing better today. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Weird dreams in the night. Very weird dreams. I don't really remember them, which is annoying. But yeah, I woke up at like 5 a.m. or thereabouts because of these stupid dreams. So that was annoying. I did manage to go back to sleep, but yeah, it was just kind of annoying. Alright, let's go and find out what the hell's going on over here, shall we? How is New Factory? It's fine. We've got our nuclear power station is not doing anything though. It's not generating any power, and I believe it's probably because of this backup that we've got here. It's probably what it is. So we're going to come over here and have a look at the storage bins that we've got over here and see how many of them are full. Oh. Okay, I didn't actually expect this one to be the one that was full. Okay, so maybe that wasn't the problem? So that's not the problem, and that's not the problem. So what is the problem then? So if stators aren't the problem, and sulfur's not the problem, which is what I thought it would be. Wow, okay, maybe sulfur was the problem. Maybe we actually ran out of sulfur. Bizarrely. Maybe that was the problem? Okay. I think we ran out of sulfur. Somehow, I think we ran out of sulfur. Okay. Okay, has that... Yeah. There you go. And now we've got sulfur going again, our power's gone up. Okay, so it was totally the opposite problem to what I was expecting. Friends, hello. Every time I watch, I get closer to buying it. Yeah. It's... For me, at least, it's one of the games that, like... It's kind of got that Civilization aspect to it, where you know, like in Civ, like you're just like, oh, just one more turn, just one more turn, just one more turn. It has that kind of aspect to it where it's like, oh, I'll just finish this, oh, I'll just build one of these, oh, I'll just put some of that in, and then next thing you know, like several hours have gone by and you're like, oh no. But yeah, so this is a bit of a problem then. So we actually need to put some of this, these encased beams. We actually need to put some of those in here, I guess, just to get rid of them, just to get them out. Because we don't really, we're not really using very many of them. I think maybe what I could do is send some of them back again. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. So, what if we let's move this shit out of the way. What if we put like okay. Oh no, it can't be there. It has to be. It has to be on this one. It'll have to be the smart splitter would have to go there. Is there room for a smart splitter there? I don't know. Let's say yes. So we put a smart splitter here. So that'll be the encased industrial beams, and then to the right we'll have overflow. So when this is full, stuff will start coming out of here instead, and then what we'll do is we'll have a we'll have one of these. Come over here. Like so. And then we'll put a merger on here, because this top conveyor goes all the way back and into the train station. So if there's any overflow with those, it'll get sent back to the train station and back to the main build, which I think is a good idea. But now we've got to wait for some of the encased beams to come through to see if it actually works. Oh, it's not that far down. Yeah, it's a quite a pretty game as well. Especially with all the different like biomes and stuff, and they'll be releasing a new biome in update 6. Update 6 is going to come with a new biome, so that should be quite interesting. Okay, so this is all the sulfur coming in. Do we got any encased beams coming through? Okay, look, we've got some encased beams coming through here. So if this works how I feel like it should work, once it's finished saving, once this is full up, which it won't until I put this stuff back in. Okay, so once this is full up, it should... There we go. Yes, it should come up here. There we go. On here. And then it'll go back to the train station. Perfect. Now we could do that with the other things as well. These stack in 100s. These also stack in 100s. Sulfur stacks in 100s as well. But there is a lot more room for the sulfur than there is anything else. So we shouldn't have a problem with the sulfur. These things... These things we shouldn't have a problem with either. So, again, I think what I need to do is put a smart splitter on here. Maybe on this side. Ideally, I would have liked to have put it there, but there's not room for it there. I should have thought about this before. So I've got a smart splitter over here, so that these AI limiters. So when this is full, and we're waiting for these to put stuff out, any AI limiters will then come back out here and be sent back to the train station. I should do the same with this, but it does mean moving all of this out of the way. I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and just move it. It's not a major issue. We'll just yeah, we'll just put one of these in here instead. Except we can't because I don't have any fucking steel pipes. God damn it! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just do that. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll stick a smart splitter. Yeah, stick a smart splitter here, So to the right will be, well, these electromagnetic control rods. So they go in there. Okay, great. We got here. Oh, we'll have to move. We'll have to change this one around as well. So electromagnetic control rods will go that way, and then once they're overflowing, we'll have them come out here, and then we'll get a merger like up here somewhere. Let's put a merger on there. There we go. So that that way these things can still continue to make stuff. These things will continue to make stuff. I need to get rid of this. And reattach it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so these machines will continue to make these electromagnetic control rods, and which means these AI splitters will still go into there. We'll be still using up the stators, so the stators won't be constantly backing up in there, and it means that some of these AI splitters will actually be getting used, and they won't all just be coming back again. Oh, we not upgraded that one. Why have we not upgraded this one? There we go. Yeah, we must have forgot to do that when we were here last. Okay, that's fine. So this should all be working now. Cool. Okay. Sulfur's still coming in. Yeah, that's fine. Encased beams just going to come back up and then head back in again. Electromagnetic control rods are coming back. Awesome. Okay, that should mean that our power situation is back to what it was. Yeah. Okay, great. Good. The nuclear power things should be working. Can't really tell from here because they're so far away, but they should be working. One thing I'm going to do though, real quick, is I'm just going to go and check to make sure that the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hazmat suit on. Boom. Screenshot of a huge freaking mess. All right. Yeah, I mean that's basically what my my place was originally. My base was just an absolute mess initially, but as I've played it more and more, I've kind of gotten better at building stuff and laying stuff out. So, um, you seem to be working. Are you working? Are you? You're waiting for fuel. Why do you not have fuel? You should have fuel. If you've got fuel, and you do not have fuel yet either. Okay, so we're just waiting for these things to make the items that we need them to make, right? Because they just take a little while to make stuff. That's all. They just take a really long time to make things. But these should both be working okay now. Sulfuric acid is fine. Yeah, great. So we're just waiting for these machines to actually like start kicking out the material. There we go. There's one. So there's one there. So that one's going into this one. That one's going into that one. Cool. Good. I'm just going to upgrade these to Mark III just to make it a little bit quicker. Because they've got quite a long way to travel. So these things like take, what, just over 2 minutes to make one of these uranium fuel rods. So they take about 2 minutes to make, and I think they last for about 3 minutes in here, so there should be a little bit of an overlap, but I don't know quite how well that's going to work. And let's go check on the toxic waste that we've got down here. You're almost full. Oh, they stack in 500s though, so that's good. That's good. They stack in 500s because that means we don't have to put any more extra storage and stuff in. Okay, well this all seems to be working. It's a little slow. I don't think we can really speed the process up very much. I mean, we could potentially get this to be making 25 per minute. I think that's what we'd do if we put it at 100%. It would use, we could put that as 25 per minute. But we then have to change this. We'd have to overclock this in order to get that to work. I don't know if we need to. Oh, there goes another one. Which means there should be another one coming out relatively soon afterwards. Or maybe we missed it already and maybe it's already gone. I don't know. Maybe we do need more. Okay, so that's got a uranium fuel rod in it already, but it's still burning the fuel from the previous one. Right? This one is waiting for a uranium fuel rod. And so is this one. Great. So maybe we do need to increase the speed at which they put them out. maybe we do need to overclock these. So let's say 0.5 per minute. How is that going to change? We're not going to know until that's finished making this one. So let's see if that how much that changes it by. If that means that we then need 25 per minute, we can put the other ones back up to 100%. But we've got to wait for this to finish before we can find out. Well, Pip, if you want to play it, I'm happy to I'm happy to help you out if you get stuck or if you want help, because you know you can have multiplayer in this. So I'm happy to help you out if you feel like you need a little bit of help or with figuring stuff out. There is a lot of maths to it. Well, I say there's a lot of maths to it. There can be a lot of maths to it if you want everything to work efficiently. Okay, so so by putting it up to 0.5 per minute, that then goes up to 25. So we can then put these up to 100%. Oh, there's a save. But it is literally 0.4. It's gone from 0.4 to 0.5, which, whether that makes that much of a difference, I don't know. Probably not. But it might. But we are overclocking them by 25% now, so. So that does mean that instead of the 150 seconds it was taking, it now takes 120 seconds. So, you know, we've shaved off like 30 seconds of build time, basically. So that hopefully that will help. Hopefully that will help. We're going to leave this area now, though, for the moment, and head back to the factory, because otherwise we could be here forever trying to like adjust things. Yeah, there is an element of maths to it, but it's only as much as you want it to be. Like, you don't have to worry too much about how. I don't really worry too much about how efficient, or at least I didn't to begin with, worry about how much efficiency my factory was. Like, it didn't really bother me. Like, I didn't really care whether it was 100% efficient or 50% efficient. Like, there wasn't a factor as long as I was getting the things that I wanted. But now that I'm getting into the late game, I'm finding that I'm kind of having to a little bit. Kind of have to a little bit because. Okay, that's almost full of sulfur now. Do I have to do this with sulfur as well? Because that's a lot of sulfur coming in. Do I have to do another smart splitter for the sulfur? I might have to do another smart splitter for the sulfur. But I don't want the sulfur going back, because I've got no use for it. I could have the sulfur just go off into that. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's put a smart splitter on here. So we're going to have sulfur going in there, and then we'll get overflow on the left. Okay, yeah, good, right. go along there. And then we go along here. And then we put another smart splitter on here. And then we get sulfur to come back off again. And we have the sulfur come around here. We can sort this out later. Like, it's not super important. And then any excess sulfur will then go into here and go into our awesome sink. Then we won't have to worry about it anymore. Perfect. Because that's a lot of sulfur. Although, I think I'm going to have to change that from a Mark 1. Should probably make that Mark 3 at least. It's only a short distance, so it shouldn't be too bad. How are we doing for stators? Okay. Pretty good. So we might have to do a similar thing as well with the stators. Although I might have to put it on this side. No, because if I put it on this side, it'll just empty all of this storage. We need to put it here. But again, no, we can't put it there. Okay. We can put it there. I just need to move this. I just need to put this on the other side. That's all. Like that. So stators go in there, and then we'll have overflow on the right. Merger on here. There we go. Now if we've got any problems with overflow of any kind, whether it be sulfur, stators, or encased beams, they'll get split off, put back onto this, and then sent back to the train station, where they'll come back to our main base, where they'll get sorted into our storage, or put into a awesome sink. Whoop. Shit. No. Hello. Let me back up. Let me back up. There we go. Hi Uli, how you doing? So where does that sulfur end up at the end? Just a container, or is that gunpowder factory? So this sulfur is the sulfur that goes into this storage bin, which then goes into the refineries to make sulfuric acid, which is then sending down there. That was the problem, Uli, that we had. So you remember at the end of yesterday's stream, I was like, why is there no nuclear power running? It's because we'd run out of sulfur, believe it or not. Yeah, we'd actually run out of sulfur. So now I've set up. So now I've set up these smart splitters so that once these containers are full, overflow will just be sent back. Yeah, didn't expect to be out of sulfur. So yeah, so we've set it up so that overflow will be sent back to the train station up there. I've now got these control rods as well as the AI splitters. I've set them up so that overflow from these will also be sent back. So we've got like a little bit trickling in every so often of these things as well. That way these machines can keep running. We don't have to worry about those machines ever like getting backed up or not producing any items or anything. So yeah, that's that. The sulfur will come down out of here. So we don't bring the sulfur back. The sulfur then will just go into that awesome sink, but everything else will come back because we can potentially use it for building stuff. Oh, and the train's coming back. And the good thing about having a Mark IV conveyor belt going back to the train depot is that we can use it to make ourselves a bit quicker. That's a lot of stators. Some of those stators are probably going to come back. I'm just going to bring them with me. Right. There we go. So the trains are that's gonna deliver off some of the stuff that's picked up from the previous one. It's gonna collect some of the electromagnetic control rods and AI splitters, and probably some encased steel beams and a few other bits and pieces. And then we head back. I was running out of sulfur because it kept backing up at the main base. I was like, we've got too much sulfur. I'm going to get rid of all this sulfur. And then we ran out of sulfur. Because I got rid of all of it. Basically, is what happened. I was like, this seems like way too much sulfur. I don't think we need this much sulfur. I'm going to get rid of all this sulfur. And then not enough sulfur got through. And then we ran out of sulfur. But with this system in place now, hopefully that won't happen. Fingers crossed. Yeah, basically, yeah. Because I've got these big storage bins for like the stators, the sulfur, and the encased beams, so they can all go into there when they're not. If the train is backed up and the train has got too much stuff in it. And I was just taking all the sulfur out of that and putting it into the sink because it felt like we had too much sulfur. When actually, we didn't. Cool. So now I'm not going to mess with it. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. It's only a few things. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to pop those in there as well. And those. Okay. So yeah, so as you can see, we've got a lot of sulfur going in there now. So yeah, but I was just taking sulfur out of these storage bins and then just putting it in the awesome sink. So yeah, the problem we have now is that we've got loads of stuff that's coming back from the train station up there, the train station up there, plus what we've got coming in from over that way, all trying to go into this one thing, and obviously there's not really enough room. There's not really enough room for it all. And this is completely full of stuff. Because and it's going to be like that for a little while until we've got all of these buildings up and running that we need to have up and running. This is still getting us our quick wire, and it should only be quick wire now at this point. Yep. So that's providing us with our quick wire, so that's going up there still. So we still have like a lot of spaghetti down here. There is still a lot of spaghetti going on around the base, but is a lot emptier than it was. Okay, let me go and drop off some of the stuff that I've picked up. We don't need that, and we don't need that. Nope. Yes. Okay. Is there anything else backed up around here? Is the water backed up? Because it's normally the water that gets backed up. The water is not backed up, but it's the aluminium that's backed up. That's the other thing that gets backed up. And I hate having to sink this aluminium, but otherwise everything else just kind of comes to a halt. We need some steel beams probably as well. I should probably go and get some of those in case we want to make any more Mark III stuff. I don't know what this was, so we're just gonna get rid of that because I'm not sure what that was. Oh, I think that was for the empty canisters when we had nitrogen. Right. Let's drive down here. Okay. So let's top up on our steel beams. This system does seem to be working, at least. It does seem to be working. Like, the beams come along here and they come in here, and then once they can't fit in here anymore, they'll go off that way and join the secondary conveyor belt. Like the pipes are coming along, and then they go along here and then join the secondary conveyor, and that goes all the way around into those awesome sinks over there. Is there a limit on the number of cars you can have on a train? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't even know if it affects the speed. I would imagine it would probably affect the speed. I imagine the more you have on there, the less speed it has. But I don't know. Build a train for more sulfur? No, I don't think we need to build a train for more sulfur. I think we've got plenty of sulfur going in. Like currently, as we look at it, that is all sulfur there on that conveyor belt going up into there. So I think we should be good. I think we should be good. So yes, this system is working pretty well. As I say, what I need to do is basically replace each one of these containers with one of the bigger containers, so that we have two inputs on the back, so that I can get and then just kind of double up this whole system, so we can have more stuff coming in and being sorted quicker, because although hopefully once we've got everything up and running and being built, we won't need to do that so much. Hopefully. Steeper hills if you go above 2 cars. Yeah, I mean, I try not to put like the ramps in, like the 4 meter ramps in. I try not to put those in too often when I'm using trains, I usually stick to the 2-meter ramps, but obviously, you know, that's not great. Could have multiple engines on one train. Yeah, I mean, if you, I mean, I've seen people that have like they build everything high up, and then the train doesn't have to go uphill. The train basically just stays flat the whole way through because everything is high up. So the trains are all high up, and you just conveyor belt everything up to the train, like I've got over there, rather than the train doing all the work. You get the conveyor belts to do all the work, and the conveyor lifts and such. So. And we're still getting backed up with motors. Of course we are, because we're not using any anymore. Okay. So we're going to come over here. So yesterday we were making rotors, and we were making a lot of rotors. Now hopefully most of these are now empty. There we go. So that's all the rotors left from in here. And we're going to take these back over to where we're making rotors and have these over here. Unless, of course, all our rotors are full up, in which case we won't be doing that. Okay, that's all full. Okay, are you full? No, you're not full. Okay, in that case, you can go in here. I'm going to keep 100 for myself. But we're good. Okay, great. So this is all. All these are making rotors, or at least they will be. Once they get all their materials that they need. I'm trying to bring the stuff down as quickly as I can. As you can see, the screws are just pouring out of here. You could have multiple engines on one train. Oh, interesting. I guess. Yeah, that could be something that we look at some point in the future. So yeah, so this is where all our rotors are coming in. What was the next thing we were going to make? We wanted the stators. We need a lot of stators coming in. Now, obviously, we've got a lot of stators going to the other place, but we need 70 stators per minute in order to make the motors with the rotors. And to make stators, we need steel pipes. We need steel pipes and copper wire. So we could build that. We could build that somewhere else. So because we've got steel pipes and copper sheets coming in here. If we go over to where our steel stuff is, careful. If we go over to where our steel stuff is, we could replace the copper sheets with copper wire and have them build stators instead of copper sheets. Because honestly, we've already got copper sheets being made over there with all our other copper stuff. I don't know if we really need this many copper sheets coming in. So we need 70 stators. So let's figure out what we're going to need to make 70 stators per minute. Let's get the materials and we'll head over there and see if we can fix that up. Right, where was I? Where was I doing all my planning stuff? Up here. Okay. Okay. So status. We need. So they produce 5 per minute. So if we want 70, then that's 14. Yeah. So we need 14 assemblers. Okay. So let's go with 14 assemblers. Okay. Now if we've got 14 assemblers, we'll need 560 wire per minute. Maybe we won't be able to do this over where I thought we would. Let me write this down. Oh man. So I have a little cup, my little D&D cup that I've got. It's like a little D12. Where I have all my pens and stationery and stuff in, and I knocked it off my desk this morning and literally went everywhere. You could have multiple trains on one line, which seems more flexible than 2 engines on a train. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, and it wasn't like just like off the side of my desk. It literally was like down the back of the desk, behind all the other stuff, and it was such a fucking pain to get to. Okay, so what did I say? We were making 14 assemblers for stators, right? Let me write this down. Stators. 14 assemblers. Oh my god. So, what did I say? 560 wire per minute. See, this is where the maths comes in, Pip. So 560 wire, and then but it's fine because everyone's got calculators now. So take that, maths teacher. Just take that, maths teacher that was like, you won't have a calculator with you all the time in the future. Yeah, will. Yeah, will. So then we'd need 210 steel pipes. Look at you. You are the calculator now. There is a calculator in the game, but yeah. So one thing I've learned is to work backwards with this game, which is basically what we're doing now and why we're having to make as many buildings as we are. Find out what the item is that you want and how many of that you want to make, and then work backwards from there. So the reason we've got so many is that I'm trying to make these things, right? I need to make 1,000 of these things. So if I have 3 manufacturers making 1 of those per minute, these are the sats that I end up with needing to be able to get to that point. So yeah, so that's why we're at that. Okay, so we need 560 wire per minute and 210 steel pipes per minute. Now we have a lot of wire coming in already, so maybe we can use all this wire that we're getting instead of changing some of the stuff that we've got. Let's go down and see how much wire we've got coming out exactly. So that's 30, so that'll be 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. That's not enough. I mean, we've got some more up here. 30, 60, 120, 180. So even if we were to use all of Even if we were to use all of the wire that's up here, that only gives us 360 wire, and we need 560 wire. So, and this wire up here is making cable anyway, not it's not just making normal wire. So that's a thing. We do have a Mark 1 miner on this copper. So we could upgrade this. It's kicking out 120 because I think this is a pure. Yeah, so that's a pure copper node, right? So we could upgrade the miner here, and have like another level and basically make more smelters making more wire. And then have that go directly to a place where we'll split off the steel pipes that's coming in from here and the steel pipes that are coming in from over there. I don't know if that's going to be enough steel pipes. We might have to up our steel pipe intake. We are getting some steel pipes in from the other factory over there, which might be enough. Once we put all of it together. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think we're going to have to upgrade. I think we're going to have to upgrade this miner, and then figure out how the fuck we get everything else in here, and how we fit it all in. I guess I could just build out that way. My initial thought was to like build another level above, but with these conveyor belts kind of being in the way a little bit, kinda don't really wanna, unless I absolutely have to. So I feel like we're gonna have to build outwards, out that way. So this isn't actually producing any actual wire for us to use. This is all just, this is cable and copper sheets, and that's it. So all the wire we'd get would be from these things. Okay. Man, I really wish this space elevator wasn't here. Wish the space elevator wasn't here now. How are we going to do this? I guess we'll just have to like expand out this way instead. I just have to be careful in case I accidentally delete something that I don't fall down. Right, so this is currently coming out and then being split two ways. But then we're going to have to fix the way that this is being split. Because if we upgrade this, let's say, to a Mark III miner, that's going to be kicking out like 480. I think. Is it 480? I think it'd be 480 items per minute. So we'll need to keep an eye on that. These are, what are these doing? These are making copper sheets. We could just stop these making copper sheets. We don't really need any more copper sheets. We've got somewhere else making just purely copper sheets. So we could probably get these to stop making copper sheets, so that we don't have to split this quite as much as we currently are. Okay, let's turn this off for a sec. I just want to make sure I've got my maths right. Let's go check on this iron miner over here, because this is a Mark III on a pure node. Yeah, 480 per minute. Okay, which is going to require, if it works in the same way that the iron does, which is 30 per minute, the 480 is going to require 16, I believe, smelters. Let's make sure that I've got that right. Yeah. So we're going to need 16 smelters. Once we've got those 16 smelters, these require 15 per minute. So that means we have to then double that for the wire. So to make the wire from the 16 smelters, we'll need double the amount of constructors. That's 32, right? Yeah. So we're going to need 32 constructors. And then if we've got 32 constructors and they're all producing 30 wire per minute, that gives us 900 wire per minute, which is way more than we need. But then some of that can then go off. So some of that can then be made into the stators, and the rest of it can just go into storage, I guess, until we need it for something else. But then we won't need any wire for anything else. But alternatively, we can always keep those constructors like unplugged, and then we could maybe plug them in if we need more cable, because we might need more cable for stuff later down the line, and we can then have that wire be turned into cable instead. Okay. Speaking of cable, I need some cable. This is probably like the least efficient way of getting it, but it's fun, kind of fun. Press the button, press the button, press the button. Least efficient way to do it. Least efficient way to do it. There we go, got enough. But also, I need to get more. I could have just done this from the start. That'll do. Alright. So we should have enough for all of that. Okay. So I think what we do is we start getting rid of this stuff. Oh, and we need the Mark III miner as well. So it's kind of important that we get the materials for that, because that's the thing that we're going to need the most. So let's go and get those materials real quick. Turbo motors, fused modular frames. They should be up here somewhere. Turbo motors, I think, are in here. Turbo motors, fused modular frames. I need some portable miners and some steel pipes. Cool. Might have some steel pipes just in this storage, actually. Oh yeah, I do. Neat. Okay. Let's go get this stuff. Okay, so first things first. We'll get rid of that. Mark III miner. Let's put you there. Alright, this is still doing stuff. Are these still doing stuff? We're just waiting for the copper to come out. Okay. That's fine. So, in order to get this to be spread between the... How many smelters did I say? 16 smelters? I think we're going to have to manifold it. But also, we need to make sure that we've got enough space for the 32 constructors. So I think the first thing we do is we put down 16 constructors, so that we've got... Actually, what we're going to do... the first thing we're going to do is actually get some basic power poles down here so that so my hover pack doesn't run out of juice. Because I do not want my hover pack running out of juice. Okay, great. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll start with the constructors and work our way back. So if we get 16 constructors along here, then we can put 8 smelters behind it. Problem with that, though, is that it's not really going to be enough space, because we can't put stuff above it because we've got stuff up there already. So what we could do instead is have the we could put constructors in like that. We could have the 16 constructors going along like that. We could then have the smelters behind them that way, and then we could then do the same on this side with the smelters on this side, and then more constructors on that side. And then we can run the copper that comes out here directly down the middle and manifold it all into the smelters. The smelters can then split what they're putting out. I just need to make sure that this is in the right place. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. I think this will work, provided I line it up. I line everything up properly. This should work. As much as I love load balancing, the problem I have with load balancing is that it takes up a lot of space. So what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, oh my god, 10, 11, 12, 13, oh my goodness, shit. 14. I can always get rid of these afterwards. Just so I've got power for my hover pack. What did I say? 14, 15, 16. Okay. Okay, and then we've got space in front to manifold all of the wire back again as well. Okay, I'm actually going to increase that ever so slightly. Just because I do not want to fall off. Okay. Great. So then from here we can start putting in some smelters. So if we put in, if we line this up correctly, we need to make sure that there's enough space between each one for a splitter. So if we line them up here, we can put a splitter in here, that'll feed into that one and into that one. So we put a smelter every second constructor. Nope, not there. There. Just like that. Great. Okay. So then we do the same on this side. But now that we've got the those smelters in place, we can actually do the same on this side with these smelters. Ta-da! Okay. And then we can build the rest of the constructors. Let's see, we put those about there, didn't we? So if I line this up with this one. There we go. So that is going to be our wire production. Cool. Okay. So now we need to put splitters in. Let's put the splitters in here. It's a long process. But by the end of it, we shouldn't probably need wire for anything else. Like, we shouldn't have to build wire anywhere else, really. Okay, let's turn it around. Do the same over here. Okay, great. Let's make sure these are all smelting copper, and then they're putting out 30 per minute, so we can just use Mark 1 belts. Hello? Oh, I didn't put them around the wrong... I put these smelters around the wrong way. Fuck. Put the smelters around the wrong way. Yep. Whoops. Whoops. Nope, that doesn't go there either. Okay. That's right. Crisis averted. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. Okay. Copper. Set these up. so they know what they're doing. Because otherwise they won't do anything. Okay, great. So then we need... no, we need splitters. We need splitters all the way down. We're putting Mark 1s on either side. Great. Then we'll get Mark 4s to come down in the middle. Awesome. Okay, so the next thing we should do then, I guess, is start powering the smelters. That is not where I wanted to put it. Oh, careful. Here we go. Right. Smelters all have power. Fantastic. Okay. So then we need this to come down here. Oh, no, not that. It's this one. Right. Cool. That should start bringing up some of this. We can get rid of this now. These are still making stuff, so I'm just going to leave them to it for the moment. This is done. This is done. Have you got anything going here? No. Okay, so these ones are done. Okay, that's just... These two actually still have copper in them, but these ones are just getting rid of the wire. Okay, we'll leave that to that. Okay, so these are now... This is now going down, and this is going to start to speed up. Start getting this process sorted. So the copper is going in, and the thing is, if we really wanted to, we could always bump this up even more if we wanted to. But that's a little too much, I think. Okay, so we get a Mark 1 on here, and then a Mark 1 on there. We do the same on these ones. Because these are only taking in at 15 per minute. We also need to make sure that these constructors are actually making wire, because currently they're not set to make anything. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. That was weird. We've got to make sure that all these have power after this. Okay, we'll do that same thing over here. So hopefully, by not letting it get out of the smelters for a while, that will hopefully help like get all this backed up. I think it's getting there slowly, and this seems to be getting just about enough to keep this going. But obviously, once this stops, then that's going to be less the case. So we want to kind of let it get a little bit backed up, just so that, because that's how manifolds work essentially. You kind of have to let everything get backed up a little bit first. mean, the best way to do it, I guess, would be to like disconnect the ones at the front and only have the ones at the back, and then once the ones at the back are all completely full up, then you connect the next ones, and so on and so forth, so that the ones at the front are actually... Oh, these ones are completely full now, so that's great. And these ones are as well, so that's great too. And so are these. Okay, so actually, looks like this one's all backed up. This one is almost there. So we're just waiting for the copper to fill this one up. This one's still got a little way to go yet. Okay, great. So while we're waiting for that to happen, then we can look at powering up all of these, and then we'll hook them up. If we put this here, we can hook up 2 of those, and then we'll have that one hooked to this one. It's a bit smoky. Right. So they are all hooked up. That's great. This is almost all backed up, which is great. Let's put in the power poles over here so that we can get all these things sorted. There's one there. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to... Next one we want to put in like here. 2, 3, 4. Put one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll put one in here. I don't really want these here anymore. Don't really need them. Okay, is everything lit up? Everything is lit up. Okay, great. And are we backed up? We are backed up. Perfect. Okay. So, before we do anything else, we now need to decide where we're going to put all this all this wire. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring it over this side. So we'll have it go down there in a manifold and then up here into storage bins. For the moment, at least. Until we've got somewhere to put it. And somewhere for it to go. Okay. So if we put it here, put one of these here, and another one here, and another one here. And then we immediately delete these because we put them in the wrong place. Okay. I'm gonna need more. Oh, careful. Gonna need more of those, I think, in case steel beams. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there with the wire set up. We are almost there. Save? There we go. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's get rid of this. Hello? Okay. Have I tried turning it off and on again? Turning what off and on again? I haven't. It's not ready to go yet. Oh, okay. Random backseating. Okay, thanks. It's not all connected yet. It's not all connected yet. Okay. Merger. Let's get these mergers going. No, you moved. And then that'll come around here. Nope. And then this one we turn. Boop. Like that. Okay. Oh yeah. We haven't done that yet. I was just like, are these not working? So what we'll do is we'll turn these ones on first, and we'll let these ones back up, and we won't connect them up so they can't offload any of the stuff that they're making. Okay. So these things will be making wire. Because it's manifold. If I was load balancing, it's not a problem. But if you let it back up a little bit, like I've done with this, the manifold works better and more efficiently. So the best way to do a manifold is to set it up like this, and then turn your end ones on first until they're backed up, and then turn the next ones on until they're backed up, and then so on and so on and so on until they're all turned on. And then that should keep them all running at the same pace. At least in my brain, that's how it works. I don't know if that's actually how manifolds work, but in my brain, that's how it works. Because normally, if I was to turn everything all on at the same time, these ones would hardly be making any, and those ones would be making lots. Yeah. Because obviously, because we're splitting stuff all the way down, right? So here we've got a Mark IV belt, so that's 480 copper, but then that gets split three ways. One way, a third of it goes this way, a third of it goes this way, and the other third of it goes this way. So then we've gone from having 480 on this belt to a third of that, and then that third gets split into three, and then that third gets split into three, and that third gets split into three, all the way down. Which is why it's important to get to turn on the ones at the bottom first, because these are the ones that are getting the least amount of copper coming through. So if I can get these to then make these ones, I mean, obviously this is going to take a while. I mean, I could go and get a bunch of wire and just fill them up with wire and out of the storage that we've got, which is probably not a bad idea actually, because we're not really using that wire for anything else. So yeah, so we'll go do that. Oh, also, I can get rid of all this. Because these are not doing anything anymore. So we can clear this up. And then maybe we can use this area to make our stators, potentially. Which probably means that this is done as well, because this was making some extra cable from some of the wire. Oh no, it's still doing that. We don't really need this extra cable anymore though. So let's take out that wire. There we go. Because we have got a lot of wire in there already, which we can then put into the storage over here. So that's doing what it should be. Cool. So that won't be making any more wire now. Let's do the same over here. And in this one. And then we can connect this up. Okay. So that should then start making this get backed up again. Eventually, I guess we have to wait for the copper ingots to back up in here. So these will need the copper ingots backed up before this all starts getting backed up again. But currently, it seems to be holding. My plan seems to be working. For now, at least. I need to go and get more wire. There was a lot of wire in there, that storage, I just realised. A lot of wire. But that's fine, because it wasn't doing anything, it was just sitting there. And chances are we'd need that wire for something else anyway, so... it's fine. And now we'll have more wire than we'll ever want, probably. Hopefully. Oh, that one's already got some. Okay. And if not, then we'll just go. We'll get some water, and we'll put the copper into refineries, and we'll get more copper that way. But there's no water around here, so it's kind of difficult to do that. Especially with the amount of water that we'd need for all this. Okay, cool. So they've all got 500 wire in already now. So the rest of it I can put in here. Great. How are we doing down here? They're still backing up. Okay, great. That's got 15. That's got 15, so that's gonna fill up pretty soon. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'll go and get the rest of that copper and we'll bring it over. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so this hasn't really worked as the manifold that I wanted, because the screws aren't really coming down as quick as I need them. Even though I've got them coming down as quickly as they can, I haven't planned this one. Well, I have planned it out fine. It's just I haven't backed it up like I did with the other ones. So as you can see, like these, although they've got the iron rods, because they don't use as many iron rods, they haven't got as many screws as they need, because I didn't do it in the same way. I mean, we can fix it quite easily, but for the moment, I'm concentrating on getting this wire done. A lot of back and forths. Pip, are you still here? If you're still here, have you seen this this giant fucking factory that I built? I don't know if you were here when I built that. Yeah, it's pretty fucking big. It's all iron stuff in there. Yeah, so because in this area there's like 4 pure iron nodes, so I just stuck Mark III miners on them all. Then I had like almost 2,000 iron coming in, and I was like, oh shit, that's a lot of iron. So then I had to figure out ways of using it all, and it has like a roof, and I made use of like the walls that have little conveyor holes in to make it look a little nicer. And there's big fucking windows on the side down there. And yeah, it's pretty neat. I'll give you a little. I've only got lights on one floor at the moment because I just haven't had time to do it. So we've got a couple of these doors here, and then we've got these doors that open up, which I think are really cool. Woo. So yeah, so down here is iron plates. Down here is iron plates. Big fucking window to look outside and go, ooh, look at all this stuff. Iron rods being made here, so they're having a good time. They're having a good time making iron rods. Up here we've got screws being made. Up here is reinforced iron plates. They're getting made there. Up here we've got more screws. Yeah, more screws. But these screws are being... Where are these screws going? I think these screws are going downstairs. Yeah, these screws are going down here to join these assemblers, which are then making the reinforced iron plates, along with the things we got over there. So this is making the reinforced iron plates. We have a lot of reinforced iron plates, as you can tell, because yeah, although some of them are coming up, some of them are coming up and going up upstairs. But yeah, that's all reinforced iron plates. Any of the extra stuff, or any of the spare iron plates that come in, are then coming through here and going into this, which then feeds down downstairs into the other iron plates, as does this. And then if we go further up, we've got these being made, the modular frames. We've got a bunch of modular frames being made here, and a bunch of smart plating being made here. And let me just have a quick look. So we need 9 assemblers making smart plating. I don't know how many we've actually got making smart plating, because I'm not sure where the smart plating is coming from. Oh, it's coming from here. Okay. So the smart plating is being made up here. Ugh. I think we've got 4 or 3. I'm not. Where the fuck is the smart plating coming from? Is this the smart plating? No, that's the rotors. Okay, that's rotors. These are modular frames. Where the fuck is the smart plating coming from? There's some in here somewhere, but where? Right, this is the smart plating. Right, where is this? This is coming from over here, which is then going up there. Okay. Which is then coming up here, which is then coming along here. Okay, so this is the smart plating. Okay, so we've got, what's that? 3 assemblers here making smart plating. We are eventually going to need another 6 assemblers making smart plating for all the smart plating that we actually need. But yeah, so we've got some smart plating being made up here as well, and then we've got a bunch of excess smelters that we didn't really need for anything, which are making a combination of rods and screws and plates. But the problem we have with that is that it kind of comes down here and goes out and comes around again, and the problem is that because we've got lots of iron plates and we're not using them for anything, this whole system is kind of backed up. So the extras that we're making aren't actually coming through because of the amount of plates that we've got. So I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually just going to put like a little awesome sink in here. Let's give it a little bit of power, and then from here let's just get a few iron plates coming out. And we'll just put those into the awesome sink for the time being. Just so that things can like move a little bit. And that should hopefully mean that this can then move a little bit. Even if it is just a little bit. Right. Although that's not going to affect this. That's not going to affect this. That's not going to affect this. We need to have it come from this one. That's not going to affect. That's not going to affect the ones that I want it to affect. So it did a little bit of what I wanted it to do, but not the main thing I wanted it to do. Okay. 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 Oh, I don't have any wire. Oh no, I don't have any wire. It's fine. I don't need wire. I'll be fine. I'll be fine without the wire, I'm sure. So yeah, so it's this. I need to turn that around, basically. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that should then affect the overflow stuff that we had. That should start affecting this stuff eventually, once it starts coming out. It is moving down here, but it's not moving up here. Do I need to make it faster? Do I need to get rid of that? So this is a Mark IV belt here. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. That's a Mark IV belt. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see if that makes a difference. Ha! It is. Slowly, it is making a difference. Which should then, whoop, if we come up here, that should mean that some of this can then go into the backup for this stuff. This is doing fuck all. So that could come out there, and then want the excess. So there's basically, this is any excess like screws and rods and plates, and they all get split off into different things and go into where they need to go. Okay, great. And it's just because we've got nowhere to put those plates at the moment, but once we've got somewhere or something to do with those plates, then we can start using them. And then while we've got loads of screws, we can use the screws to put into these ones at the end that aren't getting enough screws. Let's squeeze through here. There we go. That should hopefully help a little bit. I guess we'll wait and see. These are Mark IVs, so the only way I could potentially speed this up more is to put these on Mark Vs, but I mean it's coming in on a Mark V, so splitting it into 2 Mark IVs makes sense. Well, it seems to be working anyway, for the time being. Let's go back over to our wire production, which is what we were supposed to be doing in the first place. I'll go and grab some more wire from over here. But anyway, that's my big blue... what does it help when that moves? Doesn't that... You just use more power resources? It just means that because the plates were blocking the extra like iron rods... and all the extra screws and stuff that were being made on the top floor, it was stopping them from getting into their storage down here. So by removing those plates, it means that those screws and rods can actually get down into their storage, which is what we need currently to... We need rods and screws for these to make the rotors. And if you stop those, then it might have some kind of knock-on effect. I don't know, but we're not currently using those plates those iron plates for anything, so it doesn't really matter right now. Eventually, we can always change that. Right, this is all backed up. This is all backed up. Let's get these ones going. Okay, we'll leave that for a bit. We'll go and get some more wire. Yeah, it's just so that the screws and the rods can actually get to the storage that they're supposed to, and they're not just... You don't just have a massive backlog of items. That's all it is. just to try and reduce the backlog of items and try and have everything ticking over. Like ideally you want every machine to be working and kicking out materials all the time, or at least in my brain that's what you want. And if you don't have that, then there's a problem somewhere. And obviously at the moment we're not using those iron plates for literally anything right now. I think we've probably got too many, and we probably need to change some of the machines that are making iron plates. We probably need them to be making something else instead, potentially. Which might mean going back in and redesigning some of it at some point. But we'll see. We might be okay. Okay, that one's almost there. Alright, good. It's coming along nicely. Yeah, so over here, look, you can see these have already gone yellow again. Where I've just put 500 screws in and they've just stopped again. So I think what we'll do is we'll try my system on these ones, and we'll see if it works. So we'll just turn these ones off for the moment, right? We'll turn these off, and we'll turn this one off as well. And we'll just wait and see what a difference that makes. Because in theory, all of the screws should be going down here now to these ones. In fact, do you know what? Let's go and turn off these ones as well. So now, all of these screws are coming down, and they're only going into these two here. So we want this number to be continuing to go up. Because obviously it's going to take out 25. So we want this one to be taking 25. Okay, so that number is slowly going up. So that's what we'll do. We'll leave that as is. We'll go and get some more wire. This is the issue we have when using manifold instead of load balancing. If we'd gone load balancing, we wouldn't have to wait for as long. But ultimately, we would have to use up more space or plan out how everything was going to work a bit easier and a bit better. Whereas with manifolds, it's relatively easy to set up. It just takes a little time to actually get it working in the way that you want. Okay. So these are now full. We just need these bits to fill up now. Okay, great. And then once they're full, we'll turn on the next two. Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I don't know if they're planning on. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what I thought the programmable splitter was going to do. So I was a little sad when uh, I discovered that that's not what it does at all. But you know, I actually have anything attached to this now, so I can take that off. Oh, no wonder it slows down here. Look, some numbnuts didn't upgrade this to Mark IV. Oh, that's actually Mark V. Some numbnuts didn't upgrade this to Mark V. There we go. Another lot of storage gone. Great. Yeah, look, because we got a lot of steel beams coming in from here. So if we can get the steel beams to come off over here instead, we can get the wire to come over here, and we can have the stators being made over here. Oh, I actually kind of want to keep some of this wire on me. Cool. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that now. Actually, let's do one on the bottom as well. There we go. So that should start bringing in the steel pipes. And then we've got the wire over there. Okay, great. And that'll be for the stators. Perfect. What we could do is, because I know we've got steel pipes coming in from over there somewhere, we could try and figure out a way to get them to come over here as well. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet. But we'll figure out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so these have stopped working now. These are all full, so we can make these ones now. Oh, do you know what? Might as well just get this going on here and as well. And then once these are all full, we can then start extracting the copper wire out and getting it to go into here. Great. Okay, so where are those steel pipes? They're like coming in over here somewhere, aren't they? Yeah, they're like this one. How the fuck am I going to get that over there? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure right now. Okay, how are we doing here with our screws? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I feel like this is going to work better if I... if I do them all... if I do the same with all of these. Right? Actually get the manifold to work properly. I mean, eventually, like, long term, it might... Oh, it might do it just naturally on its own, but that could take a really long time. So we're just gonna give it a little helping hand. I just need to remember to turn it back on again. No, programmable splitter is basically like a super smart splitter. So you can choose multiple things. Whereas a smart splitter is like you can have one thing go off one way and one thing go off another way. A programmable splitter, you can have multiple things go off one way and multiple things go off another way, which is useful. Don't get me wrong. It is useful. But yeah, you don't get to choose quantities, just the items. Right. So we could either take the pipes from over there, or we have to try and take them from over here, smart splitter them over this way, all the way around to there, and that just kind of sucks. That just kind of sucks. I think we're going to have to do it through this way, which is also... it also kind of sucks. There was me like, I don't want any more spaghetti. And yeah, and now I've got like way more spaghetti than I thought I would have. How the fuck am I going to do this, though? I guess I could put another thing there. Oh, this has got fucking... oh, shit. It's got fucking fabric on it. Okay, right. We're going to need to have the fabric. Fuck off. Fabric, I need you to fuck off. Let's merge it here. Which means we're going to need another smart splitter. Like here. Get rid of this fabric. Okay, let's go and make sure that that's actually working. Let's hope so. Okay. Right. Any fabric coming through? Any fabric coming through? No. I think we've sorted that problem then. That should be fine then. Do still have a lot of beams that we've got nothing to do with yet. Okay, here's a bit of fabric. Should come up here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. So that's sorting out the fabric, so we won't have the fabric interfering with our steel pipes anymore. Okay, good. Now, whether we've got enough steel pipes just from this or not, I don't know. I believe that we have steel pipes also coming in from the train over there. So that's something we can look into too. Okay, are these done? That's done. That's done. Okay, perfect. Right. Wire is all ready to go. So now it's just a case of hooking it all up. And these are putting out 30 per minute, so we can just use Mark 1s. How do I want to do this? Do I want to start from the bottom or start from here? I guess I'll start from here. As good a place as any. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Ha. Ha. Okay. That's all working. There we go. That's a lot of wire. That's a lot of wire. But this should also help with these splitters and stuff. The stuff that's coming in over here. I think the main thing that's probably slowing this down at the moment is the cable, I imagine. Okay, so we can get rid of that and this and this. Okay, something's just broken. What's this broken? What was that connected to? Oh shit. Was it this one? Is everything working still? Everything's working now, so don't know what that was. It's all working now, so doesn't matter. All right. Right, so what was the next thing we wanted to do? I wanted to check to see if we're getting pipes from over here. Are we bringing in pipes over here? We are. Not many, but we are bringing in pipes from over here. So, we need to get the pipes that are coming in from over here over there. How the fuck do we do that? Because I don't really want to run a conveyor all the way over there. Because that's a really long way. That's a really long conveyor. Is there a better way to do this, I wonder? Ooh, what about drones? It has 9 slot inventory, but it only needs to be picking up the steel. Sketchy Doodles, thank you very much. Kirsty, hello, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you very much for the fart. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate the farts. How you doing? I'm having a good day. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. I just kicked off payment run at work and sent my D&D friend an update on what we got up to on Sunday. Nice. We exchange dramatic updates. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's real good. It's important. It's important to have dramatic updates every now and then, you know? Okay, so we need some more of these. How? Okay, maybe there's just, maybe I'll just get it from, oh, it's all coming out now. Okay, never mind. Let's go back over here. I need more of these. What else do I need? Some radio control units, some aluminium casings. He's better at telling them than I am. Nah, it's fine. It's all practice, isn't it? Props for surviving. Time to go and live in the woods. Well, yeah, I mean that's basically what we're doing right now. So, latest project. Well, we built that. I built that off stream because I wanted to see if I could, basically. I had family D&D on Tuesday, and my dad was like, "Okay, you're all here. Time to roll initiative." Oh wow, okay. You need to be a subscriber to add quotes. Sorry, Uli. Otherwise, every Tom, Dick, and Harry could just add like spam quotes. Apologies. I was like, Dad, please name 3 games we need a summary of last week. Yeah. Yeah, well, I had D&D last night, and that was interesting. They got up to some. There's a little bit of inter-party conflict going on, which is pretty neat. So, yeah. Right, what the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, drones. Okay, do we have any of these other materials left from the stuff that we were doing before?
Cake or death? Cake, please.
Oli.
Let's try that again.
Oli.
Laughing face.
Laughing face. Thank you, Uli. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Okay, how many USB connectors? 40. Okay. There you go. There you go. You did it. You did it. Congrats. You did it. Bot test successfully completed. Indeed, indeed, yes. And then we need 21 of these. Okay, I think is that everything? Okay. Now I don't really know how drones work because I've never used drones before. Drones are a fairly new thing to the game, from what I understand. So I've not actually used drones before. So this could be interesting. Oh. I don't know how much space they use. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Oh, that's... okay, that's not so bad. Okay, but we want it... Oh, actually, it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay. So I kind of want it to be about there. Because... we want this bit here to then join this bit here. Like that. So that'll be steel pipes coming in from here. Let's... put some more foundations down just because I wasn't expecting it to be as big as this, honestly, because it is pretty big. Do we need to connect this to power? We do. Okay. Okay, so now this has power. So now we need to go and we need to go and get some batteries to make sure that the drones have power. I guess we don't need to put batteries in both of them. I can just have, because it's not got to go very far. It's only going from this platform here to the platform over there. Yeah. So it hasn't got to go very far. Hello? There we go. So then we want a smart splitter on here. Smart splitter. Hello? Oh no, we want it in line with that one. And that's steel. Steel pipe. Und steel pipe. So steel pipes will come out and go in there. Great. Brilliant. Sorted. Drone, you go on there. And then we just need to get some batteries. Is 200 batteries going to be like enough to keep it going. I don't know how many batteries they use. I don't know how many batteries they use, so... How do I... Okay. So this port is to go into drone port 1, and then drone port 1 will come back to drone port 2. Oh! It's going. It's going. So it's taking 5 batteries per trip. Okay. In that case, I'm going to stick a little storage container just down here. And we'll do what we did with the fuel thing. We'll put a little conveyor belt there, and we'll go and grab a bunch of batteries and we'll stick them in. And we'll stick them in this little container, and then that should keep that going for a while. There we go. Dad, India, we were playing an old 2nd edition campaign, I think, for Temple of Elemental Evil. Oh, nice. Damn, they drowned you in loot. Yep. Keep tripping over +1 items. Nice. Nice. I keep giving my team magical items, and then they put them in the bag of holding and forget about them. I'm like, cool. Brilliant. Amazing, thanks. Good job. Where's the drone? Is that the drone? Is that the drone? It is. Here it comes. Whee! Yeah. Good job, drone. I hope you don't hit me while I'm hovering about in my hover stuff. What's the DoD equivalent to putting uranium in your inventory? Putting a bag of holding inside a bag of holding. Probably, I guess. Or anything that can create a pocket dimension inside something else that can create a pocket dimension. So like a portable hole. If you open a portable hole, step inside with a bag of holding, that would be bad. Oh look, there we go. The pipes are going in. Okay, great. You forgot to take some pipes with you, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, whatever. We've got to sort all this shit out as well at some point. Awesome. Okay. So, as long as I don't go too high, I shouldn't get in the drone's way. Oh, come on. Literally as I hit the ground. Okay. That's going to drop them off over there. That's cool. Little drone, it's doing its thing. We got a drone. That's our first drone. We've never had drones before. How are we doing over here? Are we okay? We're good. We're good. We can turn on the next. We can turn on the next ones. Okay, great. Let's check the ones down here as well. Okay. I think we can then turn these ones on as well now. Great. Are you coming out the smart splitter? You are? Okay, good. Okay, good. Got the pipes coming down here. Okay. I feel like we're probably going to need more pipes. I feel like we need more pipes. Yeah, no, it's not so much that it doesn't sound very lethal. It just, it's just because you have a pocket dimension within a pocket dimension, and then that can cause a break in reality, basically. So it wouldn't have the same. It wouldn't like slowly kill you over time like uranium would. If you were just carrying around uranium, it wouldn't slowly kill you over time. It would just probably just snap you out of all existence. Or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but yeah, it's something along those lines. It's not a good. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Okay, so I feel like we're probably going to need more pipes coming in. If we're going to get the if we're going to get these 14 assemblers, because honestly, that's not really enough. That's not really enough. So I feel like we're going to need to get more steel pipes coming in from somewhere. Also, we need to figure out how the fuck we're going to fit in 14 assemblers in here. Oh, that's the drone. I was like, what the hell is that noise? It's the drone. It's the drone just coming into land. Are you dropping off your steel pipes? You dropping off steel pipes? Yeah? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's way too slow. There we go. That's better. Good job, drone. Okay. Let's have a little look then. Assemblers. So we need to fit in 14 of these things. Fuck. They are not going to fit in here, are they? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, they are not going to fit in here. Get like 5 across there. I mean, we don't really need this. Don't really need this ladder anymore. And if we put that in there, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll squeeze one more in on the end. No. Do I have more space on this side? A little bit. Okay. If we can fit them in here. Do we have enough room still at the front of this one? No, that's actually in the fucking thing. God damn it. Okay, so we can get 5 along here. That's not really going to work though. I was more thinking of them slowly realising they have a disadvantage, like random animal attacks. The animals getting bigger and bigger until they search for what could be causing this. I mean, yeah, but that's just a plot hook. That's more of a plot hook than just something that's just going to outright kill them. And I have shit like that going on in my campaign already. How the fuck am I going to do this? How am I going to fit 14 assemblers? Was it 14 assemblers? Yeah, 14 assemblers. How are we going to get 14 assemblers in here? This would be so much easier if these were higher up. Right. Oh shit! Which one was the rubber on? Oh fuck! Oh shit! Is the rubber on the bottom one or the top one? Rubber's on the top one. Okay. Rubber's on the top one. So that's rubber's on the top ones. That's the one on the left. Okay, great. Has I actually done? I haven't really changed a lot there, have I? It is a little higher up than it was before, so I guess there is that. Okay. Okay, so what if we one, two, three, four, and then if I put this one here, is that too close? Oh, it is. Fuck. Is that too close? No, that's not too close. But also, it's not in the right place. so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can get 8 in down here. We still need another 6. I guess we're gonna have to try and get them to go above. Oh, excuse me. Above. So we're going to need to get them to go up here somehow. And I guess we'll need them to have a little bit of access through here. I just realised what the time is. I should probably go. Get 3. I can't get a 4th in up here though. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm going to need 14. Well, we have got some status coming in from other places, so maybe we can... Maybe I can split some of the status that are coming in and have, because we need some to go to the other, to the where the uranium is. I don't really want to split those though, just in case. Fuck. Then we're going to be a little short unless we build another. I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. I don't really want to build another level on top of this. Fuck. How are we going to get in? How many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need 3 more. Put one in that's slightly further back, I guess. Or I could just make this narrower so it's not as... I mean, that could work. One. Oh, I need to move this one as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We need one more. One more assembler up here. Maybe. Maybe if we... Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Can I fit it in here? Probably not. But maybe. Or... no. Can't fit it in exactly. I can go either a little bit behind or a little bit forward. Let's just go with a little bit forward. That's fine. That's all. That's all of the assemblers in the place that we need them to be. Okay. I don't know quite how we're going to get all of the ingredients that we need to get to them. Not quite sure how that's going to work. But we've got all the assemblers in place. We will probably need more steel pipes though, because I imagine what we're getting in at the moment is not going to be anywhere near enough. So I think we're going to have to revisit our steel plant on the other side and figure out what we do with that to make that better. Okay, and then need to power these ones as well. Okay. And we'll need to figure out where we're going to store all this as well, because eventually we'll have to get the rotors from over there and the stators from over here to then go somewhere else to make the motors that we need. Yeah, good times. Good times. Insta-kill would be kind of mean. Yeah. Yeah, it would be. I mean, I generally think whatever the player decide to do is right. Let them do what they find fun. They want to teach them a small lesson, if at all, as fun reinforcement. Yeah, last, not the session just gone, but the session before that, they learned a lesson of that they're not indestructible, and if they don't get a revivify spell or something similar, then people are going to die. Plus, I always tell my players that they will need to make notes, because some of the things that they find later may be relevant. Some of the things that they find might be relevant in like 2 sessions time, or it could be relevant in 10 sessions time. But if they don't take notes, they're not going to remember any of it. So from Resident Evil, they're just saying it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, it's a little. I'll do that a lot in this as well. Yeah, I say I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna get the materials into these things. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze, but that's tomorrow Matt's problem. That's tomorrow Matt's problem. Yeah, this is not enough. This is not enough steel pipes. We need way more steel pipes. We've got all the wire that we need. We just need steel pipes now. So that's gonna be tomorrow Matt's problem. So basically, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to come over here, because this is where we've got our coal production and our coal powered generators, and we've got our steel production over here as well. Basically, we're going to have to go over there and redesign it slightly. We might have to go over there with like Mark III miners and try and pump up the amount of stuff that we're popping out. So yeah, tomorrow Matt's struggle is going to be real. Let's put that on there on the to-do list to remind us that that's what we're going to need to do tomorrow. But in general, I mean, we've got all the wire in the world being made now. We've got drones for the first time, which is cool. Oh, I need to go and check on. I'm just going to go and check on these to make sure that these are still doing what they're doing. And immediately they've fallen off again. So even if we turn off all of the others so that it's just the screws coming through to this one, we are still not getting enough screws. We are still not getting enough screws into this little mini assembler factory. Oh, that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I might as well turn this all back on then. Nah, hello, how you doing? I hope you're well. You join me as I figure out that my master plan does not work. And actually we just need more screws. We just need more screws. So somehow I need to get more screws out of here and into here, and I just don't know how. I just don't know how. You've been made redundant? Oh man, but you only just got that job. Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, sorry to hear that. I guess that's the case, isn't it? With redundancies, it's always the first, the last ones in are the first ones out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, you've got your graphic design stuff to fall back on temporarily. That might be able to get you a little bit of cash in the meantime. So, and your streams and stuff. In fact, let me just give you. Let's give you a little shout out here. There you go. If you're not following Mr. Narkills, go give him a follow. Playing Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, multiplayer shooter type stuff. Occasionally does a little bit of Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. And his cat Carlos is the fucking cutest. He's a very handsome boy, and it's worth going to check out his streams just to see Carlos, which is basically what I do. So yeah. But no, best of luck to you, mate. Best of luck to you. I do hope you find something soon. Okay, so tomorrow Matt's problem is going to be getting more steel coming in and getting more screws out of here and into here. Are we getting enough screws? Are we getting enough screws? Am I getting enough screws? We're not running out of screws, are we? I mean, we shouldn't be, because there's like a ridiculous amount of screws coming in. Oh. That's empty. That's not empty. Okay. Real quick then. There we go, because we've got a bunch of screws coming in from here, but they just weren't going in. So hopefully that will kind of keep everything moving a little bit better. I mean, it's not going to help. It's not going to help get anything out of here quicker, because we're still only getting stuff out as quickly as a Mark V belt will take, which is about 720. It's about 720 pieces, items per minute. But obviously we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We've got like 20 assemblers, so we need things that are coming out at like 2,000 items per minute, not 720. I think that's where the problem is, which might mean we need more screws to be made, potentially. Yeah, potentially. I don't know if that's going to help much, but maybe it will. Yeah. Okay. Well, look. If I stick around any longer, I'm going to be too long. Yeah. Second belt for tomorrow. Split the screws manufacturers off on their own belt so you can get them out twice as fast. No, I don't think they wouldn't need to do that. I think maybe just a secondary. We can just get like another. We can just put like another one in here coming from this one. We can just get another one going out of here. Like that. And we'll go from there. Can we increase the speed? No, see, it just stops. Just stops. What if we do it on this one? Yeah, not Mark 1, though. Come on. Okay, that works. Okay. That all seems to be working now. So yeah, so I think we'll upgrade some more of the belts in here, because I imagine if we come down to the end down here, like these ones are yellow, which means they're not doing anything because they've got like they're pretty much full of screws. So they're going yellow when they've got too many screws in, basically. Um, like this area here is just not moving at all. So I think we just need to upgrade the belts from the Mark III belts to Mark IV belts, and hopefully that will help move everything forward a little bit. And we'll go from there. But yeah, that's tomorrow Matt's problem. That's tomorrow Matt's problem. We'll figure this out tomorrow. Let me do a save before I forget. There we go. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we'll figure all this out tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by. Uli, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate that. Nah, best wishes to me, mate. Good luck. I got my fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed. I hope everything goes alright for you and you find something soon. But otherwise, I'll see you all, folks, tomorrow. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Take care, everyone. See you later.